Thank you, Emma. The unfortunate thing about life is that anything can happen at any time, and for these cancer patients, they might not understand what they're going through. I had the opportunity to talk to Amy Garcia, one of UMC's child eye specialists, to see what role she plays in the hospital as well as in the lives of her patients.
I work in the oncology clinic, so every day looks very different. But most of my job is to provide age-appropriate explanations for kids to help them understand why they're here, what the purpose of the visit is, and then simply help them be here. So that looks different for everybody. It might be providing some play just to normalize the hospital environment. It may be helping them with some school. Really any way I can just help them be here. That's what my job looks like. I knew I wanted to help kids. I knew I wanted to work with kids, but I knew I also loved the hospital environment, and I wanted more of an individual approach to working with kids. So less of a classroom setting and more small group or one-on-one.
Amy's presence, I have to say, makes everything calm. Whenever there's chaos going on, and she comes into the room, it immediately just comes down to a whole different level. And so it helps make the task that we're trying to do a lot more smoother.
You can walk in those doors and think that you're having a bad morning or think about some silly, petty things, and you walk in this door and everything goes into perspective. These kids are battling for their life. They're doing really hard things that are painful. Some of them, they're tiny and it's hard for them to understand. The older ones understand too much and can be quite afraid. So you realize that the stuff that you're going through is really silly. There's way bigger things, there's way more important things, and if these kids can do hard things like this, it forever changes you, because you know that you can too, I can too, and I can do it with a better attitude as well. So the way these kids come in here and they can still find a way to smile, that really changes me. It impacts me because it helps me find a way to find joy and gratitude and enjoy life and never take it for granted. So I think that's the biggest part.